Welcome back to Shirley Soaps and Everything Beautiful. Today we'll be making some shampoo bars, and these are the shampoo bars that we'll be making. They have a figure of a little girl with her hair all dressed up in different headdress like flowers and feathers for like the little Indian girl. See right here. And I think it came out so beautiful. So here I have my oil and butter's all melted out. And this is the little um, molds that I have, and I got two of them. And then I have three plain molds, but we're gonna be making 24, 12 little girls with the flowers and feathers, and 12 plain ones. And here I have my lye water all measured out and temperature down. So I'm mixing the two. We're gonna bring it to like a light trace. I'm gonna stick blends a little bit. I do like little short bursts to get it all mixed, the oil mixed in with the lye water. Checking my trace. Now this is the clay that I will be using. It's called Resol. It's a really, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's a like a brownish red pigment to the clay, but it's really good for the hair. It gives the hair a beautiful shine and good for the hair and the scalp. So we're gonna mix um, a tablespoon of that up in it. And the clay look kind of like it has a red pigment to it, but it comes out really dark, like a dark chocolate color, actually, instead of red. So that's me adding the other half a tablespoon in. And it did kind of thicken up my soap batter, which is this is my first time using this clay in my shampoo bars. Last time I didn't use any clay in them, and then I just added half of my fragrance because I'm trying to see how the fragrance gonna behave. Um, this fragrance is pink sugar crystal. It smells so delightful, and I'm trying to see how is it gonna speed it up because I already got a little bit thickener from the clay, and then now I add a little bit of titanium dioxide mixed in water, distilled water, just a little bit. I have mixed up in my bottle because it got the clay made it uh, like a dark brown chocolate color, and I didn't want it that dark. I was gonna try to go with some flowers, but this was my first time using the clay. Was my first time using the um, fragrance oil in my shampoo bars. So I was didn't know how it's gonna behave, and I like to use something use my fragrance oils and clays, doing something simple rather than separating out and trying to do something because I don't know how it's gonna behave. And then next time I change it up and add like colors. So that was the other half of the fragrance oil. It did thicken up a little bit with it too, as you can see. Look almost like a pudding. So I'm not gonna get the pour these out. Maybe the first mold I got to like literally kind of pour out because it really thickened up. And then the second roll mold, I'm gonna have to kind of like it's still kind of still fluid. It's not soap on a stick at all. Which literally these are shampoo bars anyway, so they can have more moisturizing in them. So yeah, see the first ones kind of pulled out okay, but as I'm pouring, I'm noticing it's getting thicker. But once it get more to a certain point, it didn't thicken up anymore. But yeah, see how I'm trying to get it to smooth at the top and make sure it's completely down in the bottom, no air pocket. So I'm glad I did it the simple way instead of trying to like pour this amount, do this color, because you never know how um different ingredients gonna work. So in your soaps or shampoo bar, so it's best to try it out first, doing something simple with like one color, like I just did. Yeah. So see how I'm having to push it out. It's still fluid, not soap on the stick, but it's not just like pour out. Yeah. So next time I know I will do do some with clay, some without, and the clay part will be the last part I do, and that will be on top. So I put too much in there because I had to like pour and push it in because I wanted to make sure that it didn't have like air pockets. So I'm having to take some a little bit off the top, but they're gonna come out good as you see. And the next thing is I'm going to make some conditioner bars, and I will video that next with the same fragrance. So you have the shampoo bar and the conditioner bar with the same fragrance, which is pink sugar crystal. And I'm gonna use the same molds that I made these make the shampoo bars with. Now look at this. Now it is nice and thick, fluid but thick. And my customers, they love this shampoo bar and conditioner bar. I love it. It works good on all hair types. I really do. And when I do the conditioner bar, one I put a little bit more oils and conditioner for the curly type hair, and then I make another bar that has a little bit less oils and like castor oil. The castor oil a little less for the straight hair people, but the one that I make for the people that has curly hair, I put more castor oil for their hair type because curly hair requires a little bit more oils to it than straight hair. So I the way I formulate it is I use the same types of oils for the conditioners and the emulsifying, but it's the quantity of how much I use of each one that give a good blend. So it end up being a good blend for the curly hair and then a good blend for the straight hair. And I got a really good blend in the shampoo bar. It does not strip the hair. It doesn't have parabens or sulfates in it. And because I use the Basal's um oil, which is very expensive oil, it makes it a really nice condition bar. And that's basically my number one oil in my shampoo bars, which makes it a very beautiful, very beautiful. And I use argan oil and jojoba oil. I use really, really good oils in my shampoo bars and my condition bars and in my lotions, in my body butters. When I add it with my body butters, I always like to use really good oils. And jojoba oil, I use a lot of it. It's expensive, but I use a lot of it in my products because it's more like our natural oil. And I use the argan oil a lot because it pulls the other oils into the dermis of the skin and into the hair and the scalp follicles. It's just really, really good oils. So I got them all. Yep, I got them all in. And when I tried to unmold them 24 hours later, they unmold, but the print of the little girl was a little bit fuzzy. And then I told that explained to me that don't don't unmold them until 48 hours. And I thought about last time when I made the flowers and the hearts and it's just the plain bars or shampoos and conditioner bar. I did have to wait. I had to wait 48 hours for before unmolding, and they seem to come out unmold a whole lot better because shampoo bars are totally different from soap bars. There's a there's a difference in the soaps in shampoo bars because of the types of oils you're using. So now I'm molding them because the 48 hour the 24 hours wasn't quite ready, but 48 hours they came out beautiful. And this is the 48 hour. I'm all molding them. Trying to give you a um get a good showing of the little girl's face and the flowers because they very beautiful. And that's the little Indian girl with the Native American with the little feather headdress on her head. And that's the other one. Came out beautiful. I'm so off on the camera. There. It's a better look. And these are just the plain So they all came out very beautiful. See them? And thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.